in the nighttime road safety audit presentation, which perhaps will be given by Dr. Mohan Rao, he will be also explaining based on some certain features which is available through different audits done. Out of the features visible on the daytime, only 15 to 20% will be visible during the night time, because many of the things because of the nighttime thing, even the road surface visibility gets affected very much. And also, to understand the nighttime visibility of the road as well as other traffic control devices, you need to do the nighttime audit. So right now we are just traveled from the Fence Colony Junction, and we are going to go up to Aligarh Junction. So right now we are standing at the Okla Mode intersection. So you can see here, in terms of visibility of the signboards, perhaps they are in type 11 sheeting perhaps. So Okla Mode intersection is a T intersection basically, and it is having a flaring for the left-turning traffic which goes to Okla village and leading up to Escorts and other hospitals and other major places. We are now crossed the Okla Mode intersection. So in terms of the road marking also, since it is newly laid on the median side, it is quite nicely visible, and also one of the other lane is also visible, lane marking, but the other one which is actually going to the left side, that is dilapidated marking is visible. And other than that, if you see, it is having a lot of signboards, and their visibility is in terms of the retroreflectivity looks to be good. Generally, to understand the retroreflectivity, you need to do a proper using the retroreflectivity measurement has to be done, and to understand whether it is actually giving the desired reflectivity. Now we are passing the Okla Mode bus depot, Okla bus depot rather. There are boards are there, no halting, no stopping boards, and this kind of hazards are there which need to be retroreflective, has to be there, because the bark of the tree is right in the main carriageway. For night time, this becomes a big hazard in terms of the bark of the trees and all. Now we are crossing the CRI signal, but CRI signal is not working today, being Sunday perhaps. And as I told you, VMS boards are used for display of static messages only about the COVID and things like that. Our mentors will help you during the mentoring session about on the existing usage audit, about the nighttime videos, how to be analyzed. Right now we are approaching the Arikesh Nagar signal, which is basically a pedestrian signal, which has a time of around under every 120 seconds. It opens for about 25 seconds for the pedestrians, rather 93 seconds. Every 93 seconds it opens for 25 seconds for the pedestrians. So here you can see the overhead gantry signs are nicely having retroreflectivity, but only issue, as I told you about, the already in the daytime audit, the pedestrian crossing is not a depressed crossing for the Arikesh Nagar at-grade crossing. So here you can see there is no lane marking, is totally invisible. That becomes people will make it a free for all division, all condition in terms of not sticking to their lanes. Lane marking is expected to be done almost every year in such kind of heavy traffic roads. In less traffic roads it may be sustaining for every 3 years, but in heavy traffic roads you invariably find this kind of lane marking goes off, maybe due to poor workmanship also sometimes, in terms of not adding the enough glass beads. Because thermoplastic paints works on the principle of how much you add the glass beads. So now you can see the visibility of the signboards also nice here. So but the Gore area marking is missing on the approach road leading to the Apollo Hospital thing. And now we have approached the Apollo Hospital. Apollo Hospital signal rather. The Gore area which I mentioned, it was there for the exclusive lane, is there for the left-turning traffic which is bound to the hospital. So in Gore area marking, first Gore area marking has to be there, and also in urban area you can think about keeping the flexible bollards along with basically try to keep the two-way chevron marking, sorry, two-way hazard marking or object hazard marking. Now we are going to approach the Sarita Vigar flyover. Prior to that there is a slip road which leads to Noida, because the straight road goes to Faridabad and the left road goes to Noida. There is two accesses are there going to Noida. This is the actual access, and the one was through the another access. So now we have entered the mouth of the Sarita Vigar flyover. In flyover there is lighting is hardly missing. There is no lighting is done by them. Only the this kind of lighting is there. High mast lighting is there on the other side, but on the main flyover approach there is no lighting. Only on the at surface road this lighting is there, and here you can see here on the right side also there is some high mast lighting is there. about the road leading to the left approach, which actually leads to the our Govindpur area. There also no signboard, nothing is there. As I told you again, this BMS board is used only for static message display, which is totally wastage of exchequer's money. Now we are approaching the Madanpur Kadars junction. I'll be closing the video at the Madanpur Kadar junction itself, because the nighttime audit is expected to be already the repetitive, whatever features we observed during the daytime will be getting repeated. But other than that, you are supposed to look for the whatever features just now I told you in the start of the video. So with this, I am closing the video for this nighttime audit for the direction from ashram to